Welcome back to Johnny Custom Glock's Frontside Press, where it's just Julie and I. All right. So start your like, share, and commenting. Don't forget to check out Musings with MGL. All right. Don't forget.
Like a chair.
Back to the old days. Loving it. All right. Don't forget that we're on Rumble also. Okay. So we gotta get the Rumble going. We need the Rumbleites to get us going over on Rumble so that we can get away from the crap they're doing to us on Facebook, which is like just bullshit. Facebook is bullshit. YouTube is bullshit too, just to let you know, but necessary evils right now until we can get cranked up on everything else. So, like, share, and comment. Like, share, and comment. Like, share, and comment. We got anybody watching?
It would help if I did this, wouldn't it?
Yep.
Here we are.
We got 7 people ranking it. Rocking and rolling. All right, let's get all liquored up and have a good night.
Yes.
All right, so I've been...
Oh, Corey says, did I win? He's stealing Sean's thunder.
Oh, no.
Sean said it first, though. There it is.
Sean says it on the promo thing I put on my page. I wish everybody could win.
Yeah.
So, like, share, and comment, because remember, if you don't comment, if your settings are wrong, we don't know if you like or share it, so you don't get on the wheel. We want everybody on the wheel. So it's not just Sean. But if you want to compete with Sean, you got to share like a bazillion times.
Yeah.
Get your beverage of choice ready. We're going to thank the sponsors. All right. First of all, I want to thank Carrie for getting this set up, because last week you couldn't do it because the studio basically went down and they're still waiting on parts. But because she's a super genius, she got the show up and running. Jeff won't be here tonight because he's out with the kids. But we'd like to thank our king sponsor, Johnny Custom Glocks, because life is way too short to have a Glock trigger that sucks. And trust me, if you got a regular trigger, it sucks. Like, oh, it's not that bad. No, it's not that bad because you've never felt a real trigger. So go get yourself a Johnny Custom Glocks. And if you got a 43, a 43X, a 48, can you hear me that?
Yes.
All right, you need to go get one of these, the 4311. All right, because I am like loving mine. Whoops, here, can you put that back over on that special spot?
Yes, perfect.
Like the table's really starting to get...
Oh, we have a whole bunch of good stuff over there.
Oh, that's what it is. All the booze we got up here is blocking it. All right, but check out Johnny Glocks on YouTube. Get yourself free information on what's going on. Figure out what's going on, how your Glock works, stuff like that. And if you don't have a Johnny Custom Glocks trigger, come see me. I'll let you try mine, and then you'll go get yourself a Johnny Custom Glocks trigger, because your Glock is way better if it has one of them in it, or your dagger, or I don't know what else I'm putting them in. I think that's it. But
so Corey says, do you really want to know what happened to me early Wednesday morning?
Always.
Yes. What happened?
All right. Also, we want to thank Sean Hilton at smokeshow3d.com for always giving us awesome stuff to give away to you guys. Got to get one.
Those are amazing.
Got to get one. I want this one.
I like the color on that.
Yeah.
And then this.
I want to paint that. In the stand, we got stands. Front side press stands. So, yeah, don't worry. I'm going to go wait. There we go. To make sure the laptop's still working. All right. So go check out Sean Hilton at Smoke Show 3D. Don't forget to use your your code. Put it back up. What's the code again? What did he change it to? Thank you. FSP10 to get you 10% off. All right. Go get yourself one of these Glock armors, blocks. You know, or if you need a stand, get yourself a stand. He's got other stuff, keychains going. Oh, you can't put the keychains up.
Oh, okay.
But if you ask for the keychain, he'll get you a keychain because, you know, we want to let Magpul know he's making mini Magpul magazines.
No. Sean says we can start live streaming on OnlyFans. Never heard of that. What is that?
Don't listen to Sean.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, just shows my lack of knowledge for technology.
Your lack of knowledge for porn.
Oh, whoa.
That's like, well, I'll explain to you later.
Oh, my gosh. Lisa and Al are on.
Hey.
Geneva's on.
I saw Lisa today, drove right in front of me. Right in the intersection, drives real slow right in front of me.
To aggravate you.
No, she's like.
Cat's on. Hey, Cat.
I think this is a shirt by Cat.
Probably. She gives the best shirts.
It's either shirt by Cat or shirt by Moppy. But we need credits rolling so we can put like Mr. McGowan's wardrobe by Cat.
That's right.
All right. So let's do the toast and then we'll get on to bullshitting for the rest of the night. How's that?
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. So hold on. Is it this one?
Pickles on. Yeah, the top one.
Pick up. What is it? All right.
Can you read my chicken scratch?
Yes.
Okay.
Somewhat. Because I knew what it says.
Okay.
Well, all right. Ready? So the best drinks are drinks you have with friends. Nice and simple, nice and true.
Cheers.
Bottoms up. Oh, we don't have the... That's all right.
Yep, that's it.
All right. So just got some things going on. Wow, there's a lot of things, huh?
And
All right.
Adam, I don't know how to say his last name. Adam Ski is on. Says good evening.
What up?
And Corey and Sean are talking to each other.
All right. So anybody that win stuff, you got to contact us to get the prizes. Okay. So we keep a list, but we got to figure it's hard to get in touch with some people. So contact Julie.
Yeah, you can message me on Facebook, Julie LP.
So if you could put Julie's thing up there for us. And we're going to talk about got a bunch of topics. So first of all, we got 4 slots on Sunday for anybody who wants the foundational class, or if you've already taken it and like to take it again, because we got a lot of people that take it again. We got 4 slots open. So if you know anybody's looking for a class or needs a concealed weapons class, because that's what we use. That's what we give our concealed weapons certificate for. Foundational class is like 6 hours long. It's 150 rounds. It's not the, sell you insurance for 45 minutes and you shoot 1 round class. All right. So it's a great class.
It is. It's a lot of fun.
And we got that going on Sunday. So if anybody's interested or they know anybody that is interested, contact us. And contact us directly, either, text us or message us on Facebook or whatever. Don't message the Frontside press page. Message either Julie or I. All right. So let me cross this one off.
Okay.
All right. So if you got questions for Jeff, write them in the comments. Why, is he going to be watching or?
No, I'm going to write them down. We'll ask him next week.
Okay. So if you need Jeff for anything, put it in the comments. All right. Now, we're going to say good luck. We got JB and Landon's going out to Kentucky, all right, for a GSSF match out there, right? It's just weird that they picked a match to travel to that is on the Bourbon Trail. What a coincidence.
Oh, my goodness.
How lucky are they to find out that they signed up for a match that is on the Bourbon Trail.
Yeah. Amazing.
Life is weird. Life is weird. So good luck to them. Come back and tell us what great bourbon you had while you're up there.
Yeah, bring us some back.
Yeah. You get that stuff that Madeline got me was just phenomenal.
Mm.
And but it's very small batch and you got to be on a waiting list to get it. What?
Okay, so it says if you've won a prize on our show, message Julie, https facebook.com/Julie. No, just go on Messenger, Facebook Messenger, look for Julie LP, and just send me a message. That's easier for me to find.
Well, isn't that your page?
I don't know. Is that my page?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that what you did? You got the link to her page?
Okay, perfect. Nezzy's. Well, I'm a newbie.
You've been doing Facebook for like 30 years.
Facebook shit. Hasn't been around that long, so give me a break. So
find out how long it's been around, please.
Oh boy, here we go. Nezzy's on. Kat says, "Good morning." Pew pew. Corey says, "I think Mike would be jealous if I showed him a picture of the barbecue and a pizza on an offset." Oh boy,
he says it to me all the time.
I know.
It's awesome.
Nezzy says, "Hey back."
That's it. So, update on the Self-Defense Emporium.
Yeah.
As we get closer and closer to getting the construction done and finishing up with everything, we officially have our Recon 180 simulator and our shoot house ordered, right? And we're waiting on delivery. I think the shoot house will just come first and be stacked in where it's going until they finish off that part of the building. Yeah. And then hopefully we're either going to get the simulator the week of, like, was it August 18th?
I think that's what you said.
Or 2 weeks later, like September 2nd. So it's coming one of those 2 weeks. So we'll have instructor classes. They have a master instructor training for us. They come down and just train a couple of us and stuff like that.
That's great. So come down here. That's great.
Well, you got to teach us how to use it. I mean, it's like ridiculous. Like what we're finding out is we are the only commercial business in the country to have their shoot house. Mm. And then out of all the people, all the simulators they've sold, right? And they've been around for like 22 years. We're one of 40 places in the country to have a 3-screen, to have 33-foot wide screen.
It's going to be almost surround.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Like what is it? Longbow Key Police Department has one of their simulators. They only have 2 screens, so we have 3 screens. Like Orlando PD, they have 5 screens. So they have,
wow.
They have, was it 300 degrees? So they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. So only one section is open, keeping it from being 360. But the rest of it, which we will probably end up getting later on.
Yeah.
But man, those things are expensive.
Yeah. Ricardo Bermudez is watching.
Hey. What up, my brother?
Nice. Got 14 people on right now.
We're international once again.
There we are. Yeah.
So that's what's going on with that. We're getting closer and closer as we get more permits come in. We get more construction done. So I don't know when we're opening. I don't know when the grand opening is. I don't know. Everything has to do with when the permits come in, when the contractors are there, when the licenses come in. It's just a long, drawn out process that people warn me about, but I'm like, nah, it's not going to be like that. You kidding me? We'll be over in like 3 months.
Surprise.
Nope.
Bureaucracy.
I got to tell you though, I can't say it enough. I know I probably already said this before, but dealing with the city of Palmetto is fantastic.
Oh, that's good.
Like, it is fantastic, right? They're so helpful. It's just like, yes, we need permits. Yes, this. Yes, that. But the help they're actually giving us is just like exact opposite of what I was told about it, what was going to happen. All right, they're very nice. Like, I was in there, was it last week? And the lady looked up and she said, "You got to get this going. You got to get this open. Let's go." I'm like, "Hey, I'm trying. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying though. You know what I mean?" So, what was I gonna say? But everything's starting to come together. It's still coming together slowly. We still have a lot of work to do, but once it's together, everything will be great. So, like, I'm really looking forward to having everybody in there, getting everything going and stuff like that. But, all right. What else? Anybody got any questions about the Emporium before I move on to something else? Like finishing this drink? I want glasses that the skull shows up.
That would be cool. Get on it, Jimmy.
All right. Are the Kemps watching?
No, I haven't seen them on yet. But you do need a refill.
That one's broken.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
Julie's got to step out and step into the bar, or as we like to call it, the other side of the table. So, a couple things. All right. So, Supreme Court. All right. Here's a big shocker. It's going to come to everybody's surprise, but the bump stock ban and the brace ban were considered unconstitutional. I know it's a shock. I know you guys are floored, all right, that it was illegal. Who'd have thunk it? You know. Let me see. I got to go put all my braces back on my guns now.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, that's right. No, I don't. It's just, it's stupid what the ATF thinks they have the power to do. And I understand that what they're doing is just, it's a, just a ploy to get people to register guns and crap like that. But, I'm not going to go too much into the ATF while I'm waiting for my license to come back.
No kidding. They're good
We'll
people.
just leave it at that. Hey, you know what?
There you go.
I worked for the ATF. I did undercover stings with them against gangs in New York and shit like that. But the goon squad I was working with, like when you're bouncing at a bar and your friends show up and you're like, oh no. Those guys are just, it was so much fun working with those guys.
Kat says, Mike, slow it smooth. So,
yep.
We'll get there.
Yep.
Susan Whitlock's on. Hey.
What up, Woody?
Nice.
That's awesome.
Corey says, I think that glass has a hole in it.
I know.
It's definitely broken.
It's leaking.
Like, you have to buy a permit to buy a firearm, and they're trying to tell us how many rounds we can have.
Who's that, Woody?
No, this is Corey.
Oh.
In a magazine. Not in Florida, they don't.
It's just, it's like the whole 10-round magazine thing. Like, that thing drives me crazy because what do they think is going to happen? All right? They think that that's going to stop crime. Like, Julie and I getting ready to rob a bank, and I go, all I have is 10-round magazines. And she's like, oh, well, I guess we can't do it then. Like, because we needed 12-round mags. Like, you know what? Just, like, I don't understand it. You know what I mean? I don't understand. I mean, I understand it. Like, before I go down that rabbit hole of, trying to think like an idiot,
But you're not an idiot, so don't do that.
So it's not going to happen. I'm just going to get frustrated. My head's going to blow up. You know what I mean? But understand that gun control is not about guns. It's about control. All right. So listening to politicians talk about banning stuff, it's like, you know what? How about you punish criminals? Yeah. Right? How about you do that? How about instead of being a bunch of douchebags, okay, you actually take bad people and put them in jail and punish them, not put them in, crime school, not put them in some sort of vacation. Not that prison's a vacation for most people, but it should be punishing. It's supposed to be a deterrent. All right. So there should be more criminals out there saying like, I'm not going back. Right. And then, which is if you're a cop and you hear that, you're having a bad day. But like, that's the thing, man. You never want to hear a guy say, I'm not going back, because he's not kidding.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Ricardo says, God bless you, my brother.
Same to you.
Corey says, it comes down to politicians.
Yep.
They are achy. They should think. Okay. I can't read. Think what they say before they overload their little blue jay mind. Where's some more of it? That's putting it politely. Greg Hamilton is on.
Hey. All right. Doing pretty good tonight. So always remember, before you start trying to figure out why they make gun laws, okay, what they should do is, if you do something illegal with a gun, you should just be severely punished for it, right? What do we have? 10, 20 life or something like that? They should make that worse. It should just be 20 life, death. All right. Just stuff like that. Like look at New York right now. All right. It's just a cesspool city right now because of the people that have been voted in. Right. So, I mean, honestly, people in New York, you got to blame yourselves, right, for how bad your state is right now, because you voted these people in and you continue to vote these people in.
And being a sanctuary city, we just had a terrible thing that happened to a young girl.
Yep. So they get all, let's bring in all these people from outside the countries, no background checks, and just drop them off places and give them money and stuff like that. And what happens? You get a 13-year-old girl attacked with a machete, right? Her and her brother. Boyfriend, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Taken into the woods, tied to trees, sexually assaulted, and
this same guy had also assaulted women in his own country.
Yeah, so it's good. Good thing we didn't do a background check on him. Good thing, it's like this. I was never a fan of anything like this, okay? And I could tell you this. After going through the process with my wife, I am definitely not a fan, because it's like, why'd we have to wait in line if they're just going to let people in?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense, and these are things that happen because, like, those countries just getting rid of their criminals. It's like when they opened up the jails in Cuba and they just sent them here. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's you're not getting the people that the crybabies are saying are coming. All right, you get all these like kids coming here with no parents. Like, how is that happening?
80-some thousand kids have disappeared in this country. They have no idea where they are.
80,000 kids.
Yeah.
I'm sure they've been illegally adopted and everything is fine. No. They're being sold into sex trafficking and stuff like that. And then we have to listen to people, whine about, like, it's in the Constitution. I love that one. It's in the Constitution. No, it isn't. It's not in the Constitution. You get to come here for free. Right? We got veterans living on the street, and we got illegal immigrants living in hotels, being paid for by our government, by our tax dollars, right? And no, it's not right. It's not right. I don't care. But this guy, I was going to say, got what he deserved, but he didn't get what he deserved because they stopped. But what happened is you get a bunch of people in the neighborhood this guy's living in, all right? And they saw his picture, and they knew where he hung out at this, what is it called?
Bodega.
Bodega, right? So they went and hung out and did, what's it called? What's it called when you're sitting in the car watching somebody?
Surveillance.
Stakeout.
Stakeout.
They did the civilian stakeout. And when the guy showed up, they beat the ever-loving piss out of him. And the guy's telling him right in the interview, goes, "Oh yeah, I just kept hitting him and kicking him," and then they friggin' took a belt and tied his legs together so he couldn't run away because he tried to run away, and they just kept beating him. And the guy says that he was yelling, "Stop, stop, stop," and he says, "And I just kept hitting him, and I yelled at him, that's probably what the girl was saying," and he kept hitting him, and they all jumped on him, they were kicking him, and then he got underneath a car, and they couldn't get him out from underneath the car. So they just held him there till the cops showed up. Which, that's America.
Yeah. Gotta look out for your neighbors for sure. Uh-oh.
What?
Kat says there was another young girl on the news raped and murdered and thrown in a stream. Suspect is an illegal immigrant. Oh, big surprise. Sorry, I didn't get any more details, like location. Where that was.
It's like, here's the deal. This country is a melting pot. All right. And it's always going to be a melting pot, which is good because that's what this country is about. All right. But you got to sign the book. All right. You got to sign the book. That's it. You got to come here. You got to tell us who you are. You got to sign the book. Right. Just letting people come in and them flying them all over the place. And I'd like to have the argument against the people that are doing this and have it be they're saying that everybody deserves this or something like that. But that's not what this is about. All they're doing is they're just going to get them here and they're just going to make them voters. Right. That's all this is. They don't care. They're not going to their house,
And even before they become voters, they're going to have the census taken, and they get more. What are they called? Somebody help me out here.
I don't know. I'm too far into my alcohol tonight.
Not the single votes. What's the other thing? The
electoral.
Yes, the electoral. Votes.
Electoral.
Yeah, because they don't. It doesn't matter if you're a citizen or not. They count the bodies. And so when they ship all these extra people into these blue states, They're going to have higher electoral numbers.
Well, it's so much crap going on. Like when I was still at Take Aim, a guy came in, we were doing a lesson, right? And he was all pissed off about the election. And he goes, they have an app that you can go on and it shows you how many people voted from each house, each address, right? And I'm like, all right. He goes, so here, check this address out. So I check it out, right? And it's 3 people. So it's him, his wife, and his daughter, right? So he goes to this other address, and it says 25 people.
Oh, my God.
Right? And he goes, I know that's not true. And I'm like, how do you know that's not true? He goes, 1, I own the property. 2, it's a vacant lot.
Oh, my God.
So 25 people voting from this address.
Yeah.
And it's a vacant lot. So it's like this. We gotta do something, to get the country back. And one of the good things is, with all the crap that's going on, both sides, it's forcing people towards the middle.
Yeah.
All right, which I think is better.
Lisa says, what do you know about the new Tunnels to Towers project for veterans in Bradenton? Sounds awesome. I've not heard about it. Have you?
I've heard of Tunnels to Tower. From what I understand that I don't have a lot of experience with them. I would love to do something with them, but they help veterans out getting homes and stuff like that. So if anybody out there is a part of that and they need anything, give me a call if there's something I can do for you, stuff like that. We do a lot of classes like for charities and stuff like that, and like we did one for the Night Stalkers, their program. Excuse me. And that one went for $15,000 for a 1-day class. So that's a lot of pressure on me to be like, I'm gonna make it worth $15,000. But we have classes out in my kids' school. We donate a training program, a training day to that. So if anybody needs anything, give me a call. We give away like concealed weapons classes. I'll give away private lessons. So anybody has good charity, stuff like that, and you need something, feel free to call me, and I'll see what I can do to get you some stuff. What else? I don't know. It's pretty much about that, right?
Yeah.
Before I start going too crazy. Like I'm pretty happy that I made it through that little part without losing my shit.
Well, you don't have Satan here screaming in your ears. Miss him. That was actually Mark. Please, not real Satan.
Yeah, not Satan. I hear voices.
Sean says, I need donations to the Broadcast Foundation.
You and me both. That's why you don't get any money from me. I can give you a day, but we got like we usually do like a run and gun day for charities and stuff like that. So it's we just set that up. We're probably going to be doing some stuff with 22 Kill and One Tribe out in Texas. So we'll probably be giving some classes to them. I think Hillary Bales, JB's daughter, Yogi's daughter, and I are going to start working on a class for September. They have a gala in September. I want to do a video and, put together a class for them out there because it's a great organization. Look them up if you've never heard of them. 22 Kill and One Tribe. All right, we had lunch with like one of the head guys and Hillary out there. Hillary works for them. So that was really cool when we were out in Fort Worth.
Love Fort Worth. What a great town, great people.
It's like the place is so much friggin' fun.
Yeah. Back.
I could only get you general seats.
Oh my gosh, they were the best. Right by the entrance for the bowls and everything.
We're 25 feet from the chute. Who's on?
Maria Misa's on.
Hey Doc, how you feeling?
Yeah. That was fun.
My shirt.
Yeah. Your pillow's in the way. Oh, Pickle said something about your pillow and your dad. Where is that? So what is it? Oh, I like how you're using your pillow like your dad did.
It may look like that, but my dad was sleeping on it. I can't put my arms on the table because it hurts too much. My dad be in front of the TV like this all the time. Come home laying right. That, and we had if you move, you lose. Right? So, because there was always like a bunch of people over the house. There's always like a party over the house, right?
Yeah.
So what would happen is we'd all be sitting there, there's like 3 chairs and a couch, a little whatever, while sitting there watching TV. And my father would come in, he'd look, and there's no seats. So he'd go out, right? He'd go out and he'd get 2 cups and fill one up with water.
Uh-huh.
Right? And he'd come back and he'd just stand right in the middle of everybody and start going like this.
Oh, no.
You get about 30 seconds into it and somebody would be like, damn it! And I'll have to go to the bathroom.
He'd get a seat, huh?
Yep.
It's funny.
He'd be crashed out with a dog laying next to him, 167-pound Rottweiler. But we had a lot of good times at 24 Monroe Street.
Yeah, your family's great. They're party people.
Yeah. Like I like it. Like the one that always comes back to me all the time is 110 Liquors. Okay, so they couldn't sell alcohol on holidays.
Okay.
All right, so Thanksgiving was always a cool day for us because we had the Amesbury Newport football game, right? And Amesbury Newport is the second, I think it's the second longest or third, oldest rivalry next to Harvard and Yale.
Oh wow!
Right, so I think there's one more in there someplace, but I mean it's been going on forever, and their football game is always the last game of the season, and it's on Thanksgiving Day morning, so it's in the morning,
yeah.
right? So what happened is everybody would come over, and we'd have pancake breakfast, right? And then we'd start drinking hot chocolate and peppermint schnapps, right? And they'll let you bring your thermos, because it's freezing cold, so you get to bring your thermos in. So we'd have a giant thermos thing full of hot chocolate and peppermint schnapps. And then when we got done, we'd go by the liquor store because it wasn't illegal to pick up what you purchased the day before. So we'd go in, buy a keg, right, on Wednesday night, and then Thursday, after the game on the way home, stop over, pick it up, and go put it on ice in the backyard. Everybody go home and eat, and then everybody would come back and we'd drink the keg for the rest of the night. It was just always the same thing. Peppermint schnapps in the morning, and then the party goes on after everybody gets done eating. So Thanksgiving was always a freaking great time.
Very cool. Very cool. What else we got on there?
That's it. I mean, we got everything, I think. Oh, I should stab myself in the eye.
Maine GSSF. It's coming up.
All right, so we got July. The last weekend of July is we fly up. It's the home visit. See the family and get the family, and we all go shoot. Speaking of that, is Python on?
No.
And
maybe he's working.
We go shoot up in Maine. Where we have a lot of great stories from that trip. It's a very, very fun trip. There was I gotta say the best one ever was the Susie England trip.
Oh yeah. Oh
there
my
was
gosh.
so much.
That was hilarious.
So much the whole what is it?
Bunghole Liquors.
Bunghole Liquors. That.
That's amazing.
That whole thing was.
It's actually a liquor store.
It's they got two of them up there or something like that. It's called Bunghole Liquors because bunghole is the hole you put
in a keg
in the big barrels.
Yeah.
It's the hole that goes in. That's right. A bunghole.
Yeah.
So of course, we had to get Bunghole Liquor shirts.
Yep. I'll wear mine next week.
There you go. And just so much fun. Then there was the Susie left her car running, so we all
before that.
What?
Where did she rent her car?
Oh, so we fly into Portsmouth, right? And Pease used to be the Air Force Base, tiny little airport. I mean, tiny little airport, right? Like Sarasota looks like friggin' Atlanta, right? Compared to this place. Yeah. And we go in there. So the first thing that happens is I get a call from my niece, and she's like, I'm going to be late. I'm like, don't worry about it. I'm like, how far out are you? Well, I was in Manchester. I'm like, what are you doing in Manchester? She goes, I went to the wrong airport. I'm like, why did you go to Manchester? She goes, well, who was it? I can't remember who told her.
Your niece told her one thing, and your mom told her something else. I think.
No, I think. I don't know if it was Riley. I'm trying to remember who's. I can't. So somebody tells her, I told her we're flying into Pease, right?
Yeah.
And somebody else told her we're flying into Manchester. I'm like, why would you believe them over me? I got the ticket. I bought the ticket. I know where we're flying. Right? So then I look up and Susie's at the counter and she's like, oh. And she turns around and I'm like, what's the matter? And she's like, I rented the car from Portsmouth, Virginia. I'm like, have them drive it up. So then we had to get another car. We had to go pick that up. And then from there, we're driving, we're on 95, right? And I'm like, oh, I got to take you guys to the state liquor store. Because
oh yeah.
In New Hampshire, the state owns the liquor stores, right? and they put them on the highways because someone said, you know, what'd be a good idea if we put a giant ass liquor store on the highway. You just pull in, get all your liquor, and then drive out. So they got liquor stores like on both sides of the highway at the edge of the state, you know, at the border. So, and it, you know, it's a warehouse. It's a like a Total Wine type of deal, right?
Yeah. Big store.
So what happens is we go in and we walk through the door, and the two of them are like, oh. And they're like, hold on. And they run out. And I'm like, and they come back in, and they got one of those like freaking Costco carts. And I'm just like, you realize we're only going to be here for like 8 days, right? So I'm just like, all right, you guys have fun. So they go off, and they come back, and they got like, hand me that, please.
It's called a handle, right?
Yep. We're going to be there 8 days. They got 3 of these.
Well, we were expecting a lot of people for your mom's party.
Well, it's like, well, we got one for the hotel. I'm like, you're by yourself in the hotel. And then we got one for your mother's. And I'm like, what's the other one? Well, it's a backup for your mother's. And I'm like, all right, let's go.
Good times.
So there was that. Then when we went to the match, we're driving. We're about a half hour down the highway. And we get a call from Jen, Pat's wife. And she's like, do you know that there's a Grand Cherokee running outside in the street?
Give me that. You need to refill. Thank you.
So what happened is, like, we all showed up, and we're going to, like, convoy up, right? Because it's like an hour and a half away. You know, it's not that bad of a drive, whatever. And what happened is Susie's in the car by herself, and it's like, you gonna drive by yourself? Well, you know, I'm like, get all your stuff. Let's go. Drive with us. Let's go jump in one of these cars. Right? So she comes back, gets her stuff, and then we drive off. And what happened is she just left the car running. She locked it, but left it running. So then we're sitting there, and we're like, she's like, you got to turn around? We're like, we can't turn around. We're a half hour. You know, we can't turn around. So we called them to see if they could, like, remotely shut the car off or something like that. Because it was all locked up, and the guy's like, no, you know, it'll be all right, you know. So then Julie's like, right, it was your idea, right?
To get somebody with a Jimmy stick.
Yeah, so, right, so,
Jim.
you know, Python works for the Brook, right? So I'm like, well, I'll call him. So I call him, I'm like, hey, why don't you have one of the guys at the station go over and unlock the car, right, and just shut it off? And he's like, well, we could do that, except for one problem. I'm like, what is it? He goes, we only have one kit. We only have one kit that unlocks all the cars and stuff like that. And I go, so what's the problem? He goes, it's on its way to Scarborough.
He had it.
So hopefully nobody got locked in a car that day in Seabrook because the kit was on its way to Scarborough. But I mean, it was just one good time after another. What do we do? What do we do for? We went into Salem.
Oh yeah, the witches.
We always go to like the witches. Like everybody likes to go to the witch places. You know, we go in and see some witch stuff, whatever.
We went to the aquarium down in Boston.
Went to the New England Aquarium.
Mm-hmm.
Did we go? We went to the Museum of Science, right?
There was some museum. I thought that was the one at where all the boats are. Was that the Science Museum?
Yeah. Okay. So we went to the Boston, was it the Boston Museum of Science or whatever, which is pretty cool. You know, but we go as a group. You know, we act up.
Oh, and I got to go see my first professional ball game.
Why you gotta bring that up?
Oh yeah. Hey, Katrina Sanchez is on.
Hey.
See you Sunday.
See you Sunday.
I'm looking forward to that.
Me too.
Reed's on.
Reed.
Hey.
So this is like, and I know that some of you probably heard this before, that this is Julie's first baseball game. So her first professional baseball game ever, right, was Red Sox Yankees in Fenway Park. Now, like Mafi got Gabriel and I tickets. Like we get them for our birthday, so we go to spring training, right? And we were all going up there, so she got us good tickets. We were on the first base line. You know, they were really good tickets. They were like $100-something a piece. But Julie's first ticket was going to the game with my sister, right? And sitting in a luxury box. So they have their own bathroom, they have their own wait staff, bartender, they have a buffet thing, right?
Food. Oh my gosh, yes.
So they're up there like waving to us, and I'm like, oh. Like, and that's not bad enough. They all get liquored up, and then I got to drive home.
And we were cracking up.
It was just like we're stuck in traffic, and the two of them are like, ah.
Oh, even before that, when I was trying to find my seat.
Oh, yeah.
I know nothing.
All right, you
about
tell
it.
this one.
Okay, so I have my ticket, and Mafi and Mike and Gabriel had to go off their way, and
To the peasant. We had to go to the peasant
yeah.
part.
And I had to take my ticket and try to find my way to my seat. So it said whatever it was, E32 or something like that. So I'm going up and I'm looking and here's this E section. So I go up the E section and they're just bleachers. So I got up in there and I found
They're not bleachers. They're seats. You were not in the bleachers.
all right, seats. They were seats. So I found the E33 or whatever number it was, and I'm sitting there and I'm looking around, and Colleen had told me, oh, it's going to be food and alcohol and all that. And I'm looking around. So this guy's up about 3 rows behind me, and I turn around and say, excuse me, sir, where's the food? And he said, there's no food up here. And I'm thinking, oh, okay. And so then I saw some guy who was an usher or whatever came out from the stairway, and he's talking to somebody else. And I said, excuse me, sir, where's the food? I don't think I'm in the right place. And I showed him my ticket, and he says, oh, ma'am, you are not in the right place. Let me walk you to your seat. Oh, my goodness. What a difference.
And a picture of them sitting out on a balcony thing, all by themselves. I'm waving back.
Yeah. Yeah. That was amazing. I have to thank Jeff forever for letting me have his ticket. Oh,
yeah, my brother-in-law's like, Colleen's like, all right, I got tickets. I'm like, how many? What'd you get? She goes, I got 2 tickets, one for you, one for Julie. She's like, no, I got one for me, one for Jeff. I'm like, you're supposed to get one for Julie. She goes, oh, you're gonna have to ask Jeff. I'm like, why do I gotta ask Jeff to give up a Yankees ticket? Red Sox Yankees.
Oh gosh. And I was thinking the whole time, who was it? Who did they want to win? They wanted the Sox to win, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I know nothing. So anyhow, I'm thinking, oh
no, all the Boston fans want the fucking Yankees to win. So you're not going to any more games.
So I'm thinking, oh boy, I hope the Sox lose. I hope the Sox lose because Jeff will kill me.
Oh yeah,
kill me if I took his seat and he didn't get to see them.
So it's your fault. That's all right. We went to spring training, so Red Sox Yankees spring training down in Fenway South. It was the best first inning of a game ever. Like 9-0 in the first inning. It was freaking awesome.
Okay. You know how I like to read, right?
Yeah.
Miles Cyrus. Okay. I'm thinking Miley Cyrus.
That's because we're dyslexic.
So like, oh.
Hey, did you see how it just got brighter in here? How'd that happen?
I don't know.
I don't know. Shake tail. See what happens. Nope.
And Kat says you always need plenty of Tito's.
Yeah.
She knows us.
They weren't going to run out.
Nope.
All right. So we're getting close. So we're going to thank the sponsor again. We're going to freaking getting ready to spin the wheel. So like and share, like and share, like and share. We're giving away
Where's our like
one of these.
There it is. Look at that. Like and share.
Like and share.
I love that.
One of these.
Oh. One of these.
One of these.
And something else. The keychain.
And the keychain.
And a stand.
I did the stand.
Oh, yep.
Okay. We need to get a keychain up there. We don't have any more keychains?
No, I don't know where they are.
Sean, we need more keychains.
Chris Stape is watching.
Hey. I just talked to him the other day.
Yep. Kat liked and shared. Good. Like and share, like and share, like and share.
So while you guys are doing that, once again, I thank the sponsors. So first of all, our king sponsor.
Always on it.
Johnny Custom Glocks, because life is too short to have a Glock trigger that sucks. All right. And thank you for always taking care of us, Jack. I really appreciate it. And always taking care of me. And speaking of always taking care of us, Sean Hilton and smokeshow3d.com. All right.
Awesome products.
Get yourself one. Get yourself one.
Mm-hmm.
Get yourself one. Like what you do is you get one of these, right? And then you use this thing to put your firing pin in. And then you get yourself your underwater cups for your firing pin so you can shoot your Glock underwater. Just like my Glock 19.
Oh, boy.
Got the marine cups in it in case I get attacked.
Oh.
Well, I'm at the ATM underwater. All right.
All right.
So we good to go?
First is going to be keychain. And may I have the pen so I can write down who wins?
Is this a Spartan one? You know this thing used to light up?
Really?
Yeah, but I think I played with it too much now.
You and Gabriel. Breaking things.
Yep.
Remember, just like clicking a pen.
There it is.
Bending from the second knuckle. From the second knuckle. So you can finish flat.
Finish flat. Not finish flat.
Yep.
All right.
Keychain.
Let's spin that wheel. How's the wheel looking? All right, she's updating because we got more people.
Mm-hmm.
Show you this. Wow, look at that. That's what I'm talking about. All right. I got to move this out of the way.
There we go.
All right, so this is for, what are we doing first?
The keychain.
Keychain. Let's see who gets keychain. Magpul 30 round magazine keychain. Standard capacity. Oh,
Maria?
Doc's getting one.
Yeah. But she needs to pick up her cup on her mug.
We'll just get a bag and just start putting stuff in it and bring it on Tuesdays.
Yeah. Good.
All right.
Next is the mug.
The mug.
Oh. Mad Dog McGowan mug.
I like though the. Well, they can't see it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Ooh,
right.
look at Greg coming in.
Is he local?
I don't know, find out.
Okay. All right. Next is a block.
Once again, show it, they won't see it.
Yeah.
Oh, Sean hasn't won anything yet. Remember, when Sean wins, it goes to the name below him.
Yep. There it is.
Yeah, but
who's right behind him?
Who's below him?
Sean Hilton.
He's below him. Frank Butts.
All right, Frank Butts.
Yep.
All right.
What was that for?
That was for the block.
The block. All right. And the last thing is the stand.
Yep. We're done early tonight. Yay.
Ooh,
Maria.
Doc's got it. Let's clean it up.
Yeah, that's good.
You get a bigger bag. All right. So once again, thank the sponsors for always taking care of us. All right. But even more so, thank all 9 of you. That was 10 a second ago, but somebody didn't win.
We had up to 12 tonight, I think, at one point.
We need to get back to the glory days of season 1 when we had.
Oh my God, it was nuts. It was nuts. It was crazy.
1,800 people viewing stuff like that, like just insane.
Yeah.
I mean, what, about 2 months ago, we had 100 people watching at once at one point, right?
Yeah.
Is that right, Carrie?
We had lots of.
We had 100 one night watching.
Ah.
All right.
Oh, Sean Hilton says the mug is mine tonight. No, I don't. I don't know.
Dude, he gets a mug anyway, so.
Yeah, you'll get a mug. Okay.
Yeah, he's saying like the mug is mine.
Don't mess with me, boy.
No, you want everything else. The only thing you can win, his name doesn't come up, right? Because his name didn't come up on that, right?
I don't think so.
No, because Greg. You know, we should make him win the mug. Didn't he win the mug?
I thought he did. Let's see. Yeah, he did. He won the mug on June 6th.
He's gonna start like a collection of mugs.
Rick Odato won. We got a lot of people who won that we don't see very
We
often.
got enough barbecue. We got to get a barbecue going.
It's so stinking hot right now.
Who cares? It's Florida. You're used to it being hot.
I'll bring the icy breeze air conditioner.
Here's the deal. In a couple months, we'll have AC. We can do it inside.
Yeah, that'll be awesome.
Cook outside. We got the grill there waiting for the next barbecue.
Put Jimmy and Austin on it.
There it is.
All right.
All right. So thanks everybody that was checking in and stuff like that. Don't forget to like and share. Like let's get this back up to the glory days level. If you got some place that think will have us, let us do a live show there. We're good to go for the setup for that.
Yeah.
Just let us know. All right. So
yeah, we did win at Shapes.
we did one at Shape right in the parking lot.
Good. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Good. We can go anywhere.
Yeah, we would have done one in Texas if we weren't drunk or whatever.
Do it next time we go out.
Yep, do it in the
get you on that horse
indoor
with
arena.
The short straps.
That horse does not want me on that thing.
Oh, you got to tell that before we go. You got to
tell them. We're out of here. We got to get her out of here.
All right,
it's 9 o'clock.
Next time.
All right. So thanks everybody for checking in. All right, have a great week. Peace.
Bye, guys.
Play music.